Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Seaborn. How are you guys all doing today?
I'm good, but Neil, TwitchCon may kill me.
Why is TwitchCon going to kill you?
It's just a lot of work to do. It turns out putting on a con is not like super easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I can't even imagine.
You'd be surprised, but you actually have to work like super hard, and lots of people have to help you.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, okay, guys, let's pick a date.
Yeah, don't you just get everyone
then-
into one place at the same time and just...
Yeah. You just tell a couple of your friends.
Make sure to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm really excited about it.
Bring your own food.
Yeah. Bring your own content. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bring your own it's BYOC.
I like that. We'll just do that for next year's TwitchCon.
Nice.
Never mind all this stuff that I've had to do to like program the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's called contributing. You just make a big list of everything you need and you're like, you guys figure it out.
But I'm really excited about it because there's tons of stuff that I've been working on for a long time that's coming to fruition. We're announcing which acts made it into the talent show this Friday.
I'm excited. Are there a lot of good ones?
Yeah. Spoiler alert, Trump is not in it because he did not audition.
I still think you should have Trump.
Yeah. That's fine though. We actually, I guess I can say, no, I won't say that. But there are a lot of really, really good ones. I'm excited.
Are they just music or is there like all sorts of different things?
There is not just music.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Do
I
you
like
think,
talent shows.
having seen the auditions, do you think Trump is a good enough pianist to have made it in?
Yes. I think Trump is a great pianist. That's not a hard question.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
the other musical acts could have been very good, too, or even better.
They have to all be original work, right? And
Some people use music that they got permission to use, but it has to be original or permission. Because there's all...
I'm going to play the ocarina, I swear. I'm excited for this. I'm going to prep.
People don't know that there's actually, if you go to music.twitch.tv, there's a whole slew of music that's approved for use on TV that people have said like, hey, you can use this. You can use all my music. So if you ever need to use music that you need permission for, which should be all of your Twitch streams, you can use that.
Huh.
Maybe I'll play a piece from it next time.
Yeah. Or, I mean, a lot of what you play is classical, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of classical music is fair use too. Because if something's over, like, don't quote me on this, but I think if it's over 75 years old, it's automatically fair use.
All right, don't sue me, Bach.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for, partially excited for TwitchCon because actually a lot of my community is going to be there. So it's cool to like, since I've been streaming for 2 years, to like be able to meet people that I've never met before. So I'm like excited for that.
It's very soon.
I know.
Believe how soon it is.
So soon.
What's like what? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
I'm going to have...
Too soon, actually. I feel like PAX and TwitchCon are too close together. That's the only thing.
You're telling me, man.
That reminds me, I
And
should book a ticket then.
I always thought it'd be harder. Like, I love that TwitchCon's in San Diego because I love San Diego. But, like, isn't that so much harder not having it near your guys' work?
Yeah, but also, San Francisco is just a really hard place to have a con. It's really expensive and crowded.
Even though you guys have to ship everything from, like,
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't get any say in that kind of stuff. They're like, this is where we're having it, and this is the stage you have. Now put stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my job. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, I could talk about TwitchCon forever, but we missed you at PAX, Neil. How was Burning Man?
It was fantastic. I had such a good time. This is my favorite year yet, and this is my 4th year.
Really? Why?
I just felt finally relaxed and comfortable, and I no longer felt the pressure to like fit in with all these crazy people. I felt sufficiently crazy on my own that I was like, I think this is pretty comfortable. And I finally got to know the people we were camping with. So instead of them being like strangers on the side, I got to hang out with them, chat with them, and they were all really cool. Lauren started getting me drinking coffee, so I can officially say I tried a new drug at Burning Man now. Yeah, I got coffee.
You've never had coffee before?
I mean, I've had sipped at it and spat it out and cursed violently. But this is my first time drinking coffee.
Violently.
Yeah. So it was great. And then there were some amazing burns, some amazing things that were set on fire that just like created this giant fire tornado that was, 40, 50, 60 feet high with giant jets of flames shooting out the sides, and all sorts of like chemicals tossed in to create like brilliant greens and purples and blues and yellows. And it was outstanding.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Nobody develops a third eye from this.
Yeah. I was so happy to be there. It was fun.
Do you have pictures and videos and stuff?
Yes. My wife took pictures. I did not. I don't. I'm not
You
very
gotta
good
show
behind
some
the camera.
pictures sometime.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll find some during the break and show them to you guys.
Good.
But that was my trip. It was nice to also have like 2 weeks off and not do anything work related for 2 weeks, as I'm sure you all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like, but
Someday.
Speaking of pictures, the ones we took at PAX, I don't see them anywhere.
what? You didn't save any pictures?
Well, I didn't take them.
Yeah,
They're on my phone, like everything else. I'll send them to you right now.
Okay.
Wait, what photos?
Remember, we took photos together at the Sheraton.
Oh yes.
All three of us.
Okay.
hmm
Those ones. Okay.
I didn't post anything.
I know. I'm really bad about posting pictures. I was going through today because my iPhone doesn't have room. So what do I have to do? Delete photos to download apps. And I realized I was like, oh, there's E3. Oh, I posted no pictures from E3. Oh, PAX. I didn't post any pictures from PAX. I'm like, oh, I'm so bad.
Yeah. We should post those though. I will send them to you guys, and also we can try to get them on Misscliks because the party being together is an epic thing.
Yes. Agreed.
I'm looking for them now. There they are. Anyways, so we're here to play some D&D, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we didn't hear anything from Jen. She's been
Yeah.
oddly quiet.
Yeah, I muted myself. Actually, my mom stopped by while you guys were talking. Because I just had dinner with my parents, and I kind of ran away from like the dessert because I was like, I have D&D, I'm so sorry. So she went to drop the dessert in my fridge,
Ooh. I want my mom to come drop off dessert.
and I was like, no.
Yeah, that's a nice mom.
Aren't moms so nice?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have one thing to declare. That's like the highlight of my weekend. In a weird way, it was not that pleasant, but I ran. So, like, I did like jogging for 30 minutes, and it was the first time since like, I guess high school when I had to do it to get good grades. So
Have you sufficiently recovered from since then, or?
it hurts. Like, it hurt on day one, and it's like, oh, tomorrow it's gonna be better. No, it was worse. Like, I'm a grandma, guys. Officially, it hurts.
Really?
I jogged for like 3 minutes, and then I was like, oh god. So like, I started like fast walking for the next like 20, and then I ran 2 more, and then I was like, great effort, team. Team Jen. So I'll try again next Sunday. Maybe I'll run like 5 minutes instead of 3.
That's good. Improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like a superhero of health and fitness. Because you're like the guru on my Twitter.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you tweet about health and fitness a lot.
Oh,
I don't know
I was like,
anything.
I heard my, I was like, wait, what?
Dude, I know. I was like, Brie, I want to do that workout with you. And she was like, great, I'll send it to you. And then she sent it to me like 3 days in a row, and I just didn't respond.
I
I was just like, yeah.
I was like,
well, that was great. Great
Yeah.
intentions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you on the next month. I'm gonna literally tag you guys probably like every day. And
It looked really hard in the morning when I did my
it's really
workout.
hard actually. It's not that hard. And some of them are easier. The first day, I will admit, is kind of tough, but you just have to get through it. And when I first started it, I'm going to be honest, it took me like an hour and a half to do a workout that was like 30, 40 minutes because I'd take breaks.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, no. That's if you take breaks. I happen to take breaks. You don't have to. Usually they're like 20 to 30 minute workouts.
See, I used to work out with intention like that and like focus when I was really training. Now the only way I get myself to work out is because I play Clash Royale while I'm on the elliptical machine. So it's very difficult to play Clash Royale doing that workout.
No, but you could watch a show on Netflix.
This is true. Then when would I play video games?
After, when you do your cardio. Yeah. That's your cardio day, which is like 1 or 2 days a week. So good job.
All right.
Well, where did we leave off?
Yeah, Dark Albert doesn't know anything.
No,
it's been delirious.
You had elf sickness, sleeping elf sickness, Dark Albert. You were barely able to move around. You couldn't talk. You couldn't do everything. In fact, the past couple weeks of game time are all just a blur for you. It's all kind of hazy.
Did I sleepwalk?
Maybe. You were on a ship, and then you were in some snow. Then you were on a ship again.
It's a weird dream.
Weird dream.
Was Ryan there in my dream?
I think Ryan's there in all of your dreams, Dark Albert.
Nice.
Ryan was very worried about you.
Was he like posing? Like when he was doing that with Maribel, was it like those types of dreams? Like posing? Like that?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us about your dreams?
He was posing, and the ghost of Maribel was trying to draw him.
Aww. Did she say anything?
I am the ghost of Maribel.
He like did a ritual and danced around your body, you know?
Change to ghost number 2, Ryan. Do you love me? Even if I'm a ghost.
Did he?
Nah.
All right.
Kind of like normal.
Yeah, so
I like female Albert a lot.
female Albert.
Yeah.
Alberta.
Alberta.
So, where did we leave off? Let's take a look at the map. The map will show us
I
where
was
we left
about to
off.
tell you, hit the map, and I will regain
Yes,
everyone
the
with-
rounded mountain.
with our great adventure last time.
Yeah. Tamriel led the way so effectively across these lands.
Yes.
So, as you can probably see the arrow, right, Neil?
Mhm.
We traveled all the way from north onto the southern continent, knowing that this is where the orb was. The orb of drawing something in.
Belmontarius? The orb of imprisonment.
Yes, that's what I said. The orb of imprisonment. And we're told to search for a rounded mountain. Using my brilliant deduction, I looked at this mountain right here and decided that was the roundest one. The crew agreed, so given our mutual decision, unfortunately we were short a navigator as he was stricken by the elf disease. We went all the way over here, kept ourselves warm thanks to the blessing of Tempos, except for non-believers, and then we realized that maybe the mountain we were looking for had been right here all along, near the ocean. And that is where we leave off, trying to go there now.
And in order to keep warm, we were using an artificial sun
Yes.
that was generated by Tamriel, right?
Yes,
Bruno or Tamriel?
Tamriel. And it was powered by your beliefs.
Yeah. And we all tried very, very hard to believe.
And most of us did believe.
Mm-hmm.
Some took longer than others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Feyhana was almost killed upon entering the party.
Oh my! I forgot about that. That was a dark moment there.
Yeah. Yeah. upon meeting the party, Temriel decided to put Fehana to the test as a warrior by pitting her against one of his zombie jaguars, which triple critted her.
And crushed her skull.
Crushed her skull.
Reducing all of her stats and her charisma by half or something like that. I don't remember the exact details.
It was wisdom, charisma, and intelligence, all by half.
Oh, man.
And immediately to 0 HP.
Yeah.
So luckily, those effects would have been permanent, but because hand wavy, because the party could heal her and she could immediately be brought out of combat because the zombie jaguar was controlled by Temriel, she did not suffer those stat diminishing effects.
Temriel had a healing spell on his lips. He was ready for this. It
Yeah.
was 5 minutes into her lifetime.
Yeah. And I really don't have time to make a new character, so yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff, though.
Yeah.
So I think we are back on the snow-covered lands right now. You're just near the bay where you can hop onto your ship. And I think Albert is kind of coming out of his elf sickness in the morning and sees Fehana for the first time ever. Fehana, would you describe yourself for Dark Albert so he knows what he's looking at?
Yes, but I think Dark Albert may be having some technical issues at the moment.
Yes.
So, yep.
In the meantime, before the morning hits, were any of you wounded? I would make sure to heal.
I think I'm missing like 6 HP.
I think
Okay.
I'm at full.
I can do you for 6, and I'm healing myself for 9.
Sounds good.
How's it going, Jen? Can you hear us now? Oh, just your mic is muted? Strange. Curious.
I think it's about time we send Jen a new headset.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's using a stand mic, like a blue.
Yeah,
Blue
it's just
snowball.
a snowball. It's the middle of summer. Don't you know snowballs melt in the middle of summer, Jen?
Good one, Neil.
Thanks, Anna.
Goodbye.
right.
Goodbye forever, Jen.
Forever and ever. All right, in the meantime, Dark Albert still has sleeping sickness. Forget about it.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to do? You're back at the ocean's edge. The frozen tundra all around you is biting cold when your false sun is not nearby.
Can you hear me?
Yes!
Yay!
Yay! And
I
a
was
restart.
asking earlier, so like, when she got hurt, like Fiona, was it supposed to like, what is the consequence usually? Is it like making the person disabled or something?
It would just make my stats super low, like it would half them. So if I have,
But that's like a stats effect that like, gameplay wise, like what do they tell you? Like what's the purpose in the D&D book? Is it like, oh, this person got knocked?
Oh, she got her
back?
head was crushed in, like her skull was caved in.
so yeah, I'd like never be the same, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a dramatic incident that's like life changing.
Yeah.
Neurologically, physically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you did.
But luckily, it didn't actually happen. We were able to just restore my head to just the way it was.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
All right.
So to describe Fehana to Dark Albert, as you requested, Neil, if you'd ever seen, let's say in a storybook or maybe in an old legend, a drawing of Faye the monk from I forget what story, but some ancient tale that everyone knows.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a story that I read in the book of my friend. Yeah. His name was we were called the A's book club.
Yeah.
It's also an old tale.
Right, yes. Legends aplenty abound in this world. But she looks very, very similar to that monk named Faye. She has dark skin, dark hair that's pulled back severely in a braid, very simple clothes that leave a lot of room for movement, and, kind of like very serious looking very very unassuming,
Mhm.
but with an easy smile.
Mhm.
And she has been fighting with her hands and feet. She's obviously very well trained in combat that way. And she asked to come along to help find the orb, as she's calling it.
The orb.
Yes.
Okay.
And now she is up and about. She's really excited. She says, "Let us go. We must go round mountain, yes?"
Yes. So, you guys are back at the bay. Well, not at the bay, at the coast. It is a new day. Let's give you experience for last week's session, because I don't think we did that.
Yeah, how much do I get?
You get 0, because you weren't there.
What?
My dreams. I killed a dream dragon.
What about my dreams, Neil?
What about dreams? Don't they come true? I killed a dragon in my dream.
Only Chauncey. Instead, everyone else gets 700 experience for discovering new lands and fighting off yetis.
Neil, how much experience did I have to begin with?
Ooh.
Which level are you?
I don't know.
Deepity boop.
Your level should be on your character sheet.
I thought it was, but I don't see it.
Lower right-hand corner?
I know where it's supposed to go, but
Oh, but it's not there.
I can't remember if we determined it or
We had. How much HP do you have?
I don't have any markdown. That's what's so strange, Neil.
You have no HP and no level?
Nope.
You're dead.
I'm looking. Maybe you wrote it in Slack. I don't see it. Oh, wait. Nope. I have 5 first and what? No.
You have 5 first level spells? Saying?
Yeah, 5 first and second level and 1 third level.
That means you're level 5.
Cool.
And that means you have...
But by the way, the party doesn't know that.
Right. You have 20,000 experience.
Cool.
You don't have any HP marked down?
Yeah, I do.
You have a max HP.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, good. Fantastic.
So now I have 20,700.
Yes.
And my next level would be
27,000.
thank you.
Welcome. Okay. So, the party is on... Well, I guess you're not on the boat yet. You're at the coast. It's a new day. I think everyone's at full HP. Dark Albert has come out of his groggy, sleeping elf sickness state. And you guys are off to find the Rounded Mountain, which is north of some bay and a lake. Something like that. Does anyone remember the names of these bays or lakes?
Temriel was the one who had the message, right?
Yes, I vaguely remember as north of a forest, northwest of a lake, and northwest of a bay. Which lines up well with that hill right there.
Yep, that's where we're going.
Okay, so, whoever's driving the ship, why don't you move?
As I wake up, I let the party know, since our destination is known this time, I will probably not be preparing the sun or any comfort for you. Or I am preparing combat spells instead.
But you think we fight things? We not fight cold?
You can fight the cold using your own spirit, which I know you have much of.
Spirit not very warm, but you say best.
All right, why don't you drive your ship?
Can I look around the ship for like a blanket or anything I can find that would help keep me warm?
You have a few blankets on the ship. You all have like beds or hammocks and stuff. And with the added like protection of walls, if you guys like huddle together in a room, the heat stays trapped in the room. So you can be a little bit warmer in the ship than you would be out in the open, desolate plains where you're hip deep in snow. But
I want to get like a blanket and make it into a makeshift cloak, basically.
Okay. Done. Someone drive.
Sure. There.
Is that all you're doing?
I aim towards that hill. I mean that rounded mountain on the northeast.
Can you click on the mountain for me?
Yes, the ship is in the way, but it's that one.
I see. You wanted that little tiny mountain down there.
Yes.
Okay. You quickly dock the ship at the base of the mountain. It is maybe 1,500 feet high. Normally it would be like a couple hour jaunt, but because of the cold and the steep snow drifts, it'll take you about half the day to get up the top of it.
Let us go. I'm like just ready to jog. I just start trekking.
Okay. You guys set out to the top of the mountain. It is a chill day as the mountain winds sweep down off and over the ocean, blowing snow in your face. The snow is up to mid-thigh for most of you. Dark Albert's a little bit shorter, so he might be all the way up to his hip in snow.
How am I shorter?
I thought you were like 5 foot tall, right?
No, I'm 6 foot tall.
Never mind. You're all up to your mid-thigh in snow. It's cold. Winds are pushing you back, but you manage to climb anyway. After 4 or 5 hours of arduous scaling, you reach the top of the mountain, the peak, and see nothing. Just desolate wasteland all around you, and more mountains climbing on in front of you.
Fianna's basically just like trekking to the top of the mountain until someone tells her different.
Well, this is unfortunate. As I survey the land, it appears that there is nothing here, even though this is the only rounded mountain around.
Could it be hidden somewhere? Could there be a secret entrance somewhere on this mountain?
There could be.
Neil, I kind of like, I'm acting like I'm just looking around. I tromp off to like another side of the area and I cast Detect Magic and start looking around.
Oh, so you're a wizard?
You don't know that.
Yeah, anyways.
Cleric?
Albert, could you cast Detect Magic, please?
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Let me solve that.
As I've taken care of Fianna or like looked after her, kind of, I go and investigate what she's doing.
I cast Detect Magic immediately.
Okay. The magical items on every person radiate their magic. Would everyone please list the magic items that they are carrying?
I have none.
Fantastic.
Is she a magic user? I wouldn't see an aura.
You would not see an aura on a magic user. You need a wizard sight spell.
Necklace.
Okay,
Yes.
radiating on me is the box that the ship has been folded into.
Yeah.
My shield, my mace,
Yeah.
my pouch seems to have some things in it, and itself is magic as well.
I have my obsidian blade, my crystal necklace. Wait, does this mean I
My
see
crystal
I hear the
necklace.
spoon or the spoon that Dark Albert stole from me? Does this mean I know?
You wouldn't know what things are magical. Dark Albert and Fehana would see the
okay.
magical auras.
Oh, okay, not I.
But you're
Okay.
still carrying like your useless spoon that I traded you.
Yeah.
No, the spoon is magical.
Well, his
No,
spoon.
but like
Oh,
her-
right,
the
right,
spoon
right. I have
she's
one.
carrying is not, because I gave her a replacement spoon.
Right, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you knew that the spoon was magical. I didn't remember if we had talked about that or not.
Yeah, I carry it on me at all times, but she's still wearing my old necklace.
Sure.
Yeah. Rip.
Dark Albert, what magic items are you carrying on you?
Let me see.
We know you've got a spoon.
Yeah. Let me see. I would have my spell book. Yeah, my spoon. I have a magic knife. I have magical boots. I have a magic spoon. And I have a magical dagger. And Ryan...
Should have no magic items.
No, I think I wanted to give him the magic knife. So I give him the magic knife while I'm at it. He has a short sword now, by the way, because we did do some shopping and he has a studded leather armor, I think. No, did we do that? We did.
I have Ryan in chainmail with a long sword.
Yeah, that's it. I'll write it.
Okay.
Long sword.
So, those are the things that radiate magic. There's no magical auras under the snow or behind a tree or anything like that.
I just, I mean, I guess I just kind of keep like crisscrossing the entire area at the top of the mountain and then like just making radiating circles until they tell me we're going somewhere else. I'm just kind of like, I look like I'm just looking around, but I'm just kind of.
Could you, I looked back on the notes that I copied the instructions into. What do they say?
They talk about a southern continent and this lake and the forest and the bay.
And how are they positioned? This mountain, where is it in relation to those things?
The mountain is northwest of the bay and northwest of the forest and lake.
My character does a frown. No, it's just bones. Well, this is the place that matches all those descriptions and is the only rounded mountain here. Should be here. Well, you're good with your hands and feet. Why don't you start digging?
Dig where and why? For what?
Into the mountain. The orb must be buried here.
I do not think it is buried. If it is buried, the mathematical can't find. I think if you know where buried, I dig. If you know where buried, I dig forever. My hand's very delicate. Weapons, not shovels.
Well,
Bad shovels.
alternatively, we could seek the blessing of Tempos if you can think of the right question to ask him. Because I think that we are in the right place.
I can think. We ask, where is Orp?
No, we have to ask something that is a yes or no question.
What is she talking about? We're looking for an orb, not an orb.
Yes, Orp. As I said. We ask Tempos, is Orp here? On this mountain?
Is this orb mountain? Oh yeah, by the way, Dark Albert says that like super seriously, as if he also thinks we say orb. Is this orb mountain? Like he's being totally trolly, but he's acting as if like totally normal.
Dark Albert's such a jerk.
He kind of smiles, looking at Ryan.
Nehana smiles at him back, like, yeah, thanks.
Tamriel, are you casting a spell?
Well, this is the material that I requested, and I see now that it has found its purpose as I take out the dragon bones from my backpack.
Hugely expensive dragon bones that you requested. Small fortune plundered into them.
I set up a little bit of I stick them on two sides of me and then kneel, and I start. Oh, hold on. And I start thinking, perhaps I should have prepared that spell today.
I lean over to Trellis and I say, what is bone dance he do in snow?
I have no idea.
Day to commune with Tempest.
You guys can head back down to the mountain, make it to the ship before nightfall. Rest
But while we're on the top, I cast Locate Object.
On what?
On the orb.
All right, so you can only really locate object of orb in general, since you don't have you've never held the orb, you've never seen it.
Here's where we do the flashback, Neil. When we were in that library and there was a picture of the orb, I mentioned that for 15 minutes I was staring into it and trying to grasp the details of that particular.
That is good, and I will give you credit for that, but it is only an artist's drawing of the orb. It is not the same as having studied it in your own hand.
That's fair. Well, I will locate object for this orb.
You detect no orbs around you within the range of your spell.
What is the range of your spell?
It is 130 yards of the top of this mountain where we stand.
Well,
there are no orbs.
There are no orbs of any kind.
No orbs of any kind.
No round rocks. No globes.
I have a crystal prism on me, by the way.
But that's not a orb. That's like a long prism, rectangular prism.
So I find it odd that on this is like the lack of orb mountain. This is like no orb mountain. Or it's cloaked.
To clarify, this wouldn't pick up rocks, right? Or orb-shaped rocks.
Neil was just saying that it's what? Little insider esports joke there.
It's an old one.
Oh yeah, that one is. That's a deliciously old joke. Anyway, those of you familiar with my old esports days probably got that before I did. Anyways,
let's pretend.
Well, I start kind of just talking to Trellis as we tromp back down the mountain to the ship. I say, I worry. We think this round mountain find orb, but no find orb. I worry we wrong round mountain.
I'm not sure. It's all in this book that Temriel had. So maybe there's another round mountain around that we'll find.
Maybe I kind of pause for dramatic effect. We're not even in the right mountain range. Let's sail west.
You want to leave completely?
This is the only mountain that fits that criteria. It must be on the west side of this continent.
I can see book that show you where
I point on the map. See, look here on the bottom left. There's some mountains. These mountains.
Oh yes, there's a round mountain down there.
All right, we go.
If worse comes to worse, we can always come back. Although our journey will be very long.
Yes, long journey, not good journey.
Okay. Someone drive the ship.
Oh, no. In the morning, I've got 2 casts of augury prepared. Augury. Shall we sail the ship west in order to reach the orb? Will that lead to success?
Chase the setting sun is the response you get.
Okay. What does Temriel tell us?
Could one of you remind me where the sun's at?
Let me tell you. Neil, Albert would know that.
Oh my god.
It's in the
Please tell me
west.
one of your players knows where the sun sets.
I always have to check it against Romeo and Juliet in my head.
I know it's either west or east.
Oh my god.
It is the east and Juliet is the sun because she's rising, so it's the west where it sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's west. How could you not know that? Jeez. Gabriel, where have you been all these years? Everybody knows that.
Neil, we don't go outside. We don't need to know where the sun comes from.
How's he supposed to know?
Maybe the sun used to set in the east when he was first born.
You guys are all in your 20s and you don't know that the sun sets in the west?
Hey, I know that.
I knew it was one of 2 directions. I was just making sure that it was west. Because it would have looked really dumb if I made an assumption it was actually east.
Alright.
Come on, Terriel.
Oh my gosh.
Ashamed of yourself.
You realize this is why I have you.
Yes, I am very useful.
Albert, plus, of course, we are in the wrong mountain range. Tempos has suggested that we look at the mountain range to the west, so drive along the coast.
Okay,
West mountains.
I will guide you to the right direction like I always do. For I am the navigator in chief.
Alright, navigator, sail us some ships.
I sail the ship west.
Okay, I'm gonna let you control it. Move
Oh
it.
shit, what have I done?
Sail the ship.
I gave myself ownership.
You gave it a snail.
Oh,
You're
there's
moving
shit.
really slowly now.
Wait. No.
It's east.
Wait. No. Okay.
We.
Well, wait. Should
This
we-
continent is bigger than I had
How do
expected.
I know
I
where
really-
to be like? How do we know?
Oh. No, you're such a troll.
I'm such a troll. You're like, hey, we went straight south. Let's just get off the ship.
Oh, you would think one of us would know how big this continent was.
The continent that none of you have ever been to?
Question: How do I know on the map if there's a mountain? Because
You can see the map.
I mean, everything looks like mountains. now.
I will leave that up to your own interpretation.
Okay, well, we're going west, so.
Wait. We want it to be north. I was
Right there.
suggesting.
Over here.
Alright, so it's been roughly a day of sailing, I think, right?
Yeah.
1, 2.
I see a mountain with round top.
Yeah, it's been roughly a day of sailing, a little bit more.
Huh.
I'm pointing to this mountain.
I point to this one. What about that one? Or this one? I like this tiny one. It's kind of cute too.
We just start seeing round mountains everywhere.
Remember, it's northwest of a bay and northwest of a forest.
Yeah, I see a bay in the forest. That seems accurate. Or there.
This
And
is
what was it?
That's
North?
a lake. That's
Oh, wait. Northwest of a lake and a bay? Was that it? And north of a forest.
Well, here is a bay.
Rolls her eyes. We're gonna die here, aren't we?
Here's the forest. Okay, so let's keep
Reminder, Neil? Directions?
Northwest of the forest, northwest of a bay.
Okay, so
Oh,
that's the bay.
Okay. Well, that is definitely a bay.
Yeah. So like maybe we should go more here.
I think we should sail around this peninsula over here and see what is on the other side.
But why don't we just go see here?
Well, I think Round Mountain may be more obvious, but that is Round Mountain.
Where is your round mountain? This one? Okay.
That is Round Mountain.
Okay, let's go to this round mountain.
It could either be a round mountain or it could be a poorly drawn mountain. I'm not sure which.
It's clearly a different mountain than the rest.
It's clearly rounder.
This right here could be the point right there,
mean, like-
or this could be the point. I'm not sure.
I mean, if this
If
is
the
not,
DM wanted to shed any light on that, he could totally do so.
so like, if this is not the round mountain, I'd like to criticize the drawing of said mountain because it's pretty round compared to the others.
It is pretty rounded.
Let's go to round mountain, guys. I think we should
Yeah, we can dock there.
go. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Round
from
mountain.
where you are to this rounded mountain is about 35 miles, not including the climb up to the mountain. Normally, over flat land in a warm climate without any snow, you can go 24 miles in a day. But with all these snowbanks and with the ice and the cold and the wind, it cuts your movement rate by into a third. So you can go
What if,
roughly 8 miles a day over this open tundra.
What if we like try to create snow rackets?
Like sleds?
Yeah, like snow sleds or like.
But you still need something to then pull the sled.
But what about like the snowshoes?
Ah,
Well, if you had bought snowshoes, then that would be very different. But you guys came with absolutely no supplies, no food, no water, no winter clothing, no snowshoes, no sleds. So
Yeah,
you
that's
can
life.
trudge through the snow, which is cool.
Okay.
You have spells to overcome many of these difficulties for you, so you don't necessarily.
Maybe Tempos can simply pick up and put on Round Mountain, all of us. Easy peasy. What do you say, Temril?
I could get to it easily, but unfortunately, I could not carry the rest of you.
Perhaps you go and bring back Orc to us.
Yes, bring back Orc to us.
Easy peasy.
Maybe not.
Can you send looking messenger? Can we fly? Can you help somehow?
We can walk, I say in a monotone voice. I kind of motion them off the ship.
I take my makeshift cloak.
Okay. The 4 of you plus Ryan dismount from the ship. After
How long was the walk expected to take?
you can go roughly 8 miles a day, so it's 35 miles away. So you can make it there to the base of the mountain in 4 days.
Okay, well then, as we disembark the ship, I pack it up and then I raise my arms into the sky and I create and I say, "Behold, Tempos has blessed us with yet another son."
Okay. I think at this point, most of you are so familiar with this sun that it's easy for you to believe it. Albert, you're the only one who doesn't remember seeing this. Bruno literally raises his arms in the air and creates another Bruno. Does it say Bruno?
Temrio.
Oh, it's because I had to hack these overlays together and it has Bruno instead of Temriel. I'll fix that. Temriel raises his hands into the sky and creates an identical version of the sun that just gives off more heat and warms you up. You need to make me a saving throw versus spell to believe its existence.
Yes, currently nothing.
I see it. What are you guys talking about?
Is that a pass or fail?
It's for what?
Spell.
12 is my number, actually.
Then you pass. You do perceive the sun. You fail. You do not perceive the sun. Which one is it, Trump? I don't remember.
What did you say?
Which one is it? Does she see it or not see it?
I think if you tie, it's a save, right?
Yeah, but I don't remember. Is a pass you get to see it, or is a fail you get to see it?
It's a pass you get to, because otherwise Ryan would have easily saw it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
So
because
she
you're
passed.
trying to.
Right. So you pass and you do see the sun.
So I momentarily see the sun, then it goes away, and then it comes back.
Yeah.
It flickers.
I'm like, I see it. No, I don't. Okay, I do.
I try to see it too, but I already believe. Does that
Yeah.
work?
You guys have been believing this sun for a while now.
Okay.
I think you guys can just believe the sun as you please.
Feels so
Okay.
good warm.
I believe the sun as well. I didn't feel the warmth envelop me.
Okay, and so we begin our 4-day journey towards the Rounded Mountain.
Yes, you do. Okay. So as you set out, something. You guys, actually, you need to make me perception checks. That's what it needs to be done. Do it this way. With adding your perception to those, please.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, 22.
22, 20. Albert and Temriel. 23. Albert. Oh, there we go. You have 6 perception, Albert?
Yeah.
You are blind as a bat.
I'm missing. Come on.
Oh yeah, you only have one eye.
Right. I always forget that. So, you guys have set foot on the snow. You are beginning to walk out along the frozen wasteland when Albert spots something. Doesn't really make too much of a notice of it at first, but something keeps bothering you about this thing, Albert. There's a bird in the sky, but it's moving too slowly to be a bird. And you slowly get the feeling that it's not actually a bird, it's something much, much larger and farther away. And as the party continues to walk, maybe 15 minutes into the journey away from the shoreline,
Hey guys, there's something strange.
there's something strange up there. There is a very large winged creature in the sky.
Is it a dragon?
Could be. How would you tell? If it's
Which
a dragon
color-
or something
which
else.
color is it?
It blends in with the overcast sky, so it's kind of a whitish color or a grayish color.
Does it have a long tail?
It does have a long tail.
Does it breathe fire?
It hasn't yet.
Does it look like the ones we fought last time?
What'd you fight last time? Oh,
Ice.
No, it doesn't look like those at all.
So there's no way to judge how far this thing is away from us?
You're having a hard time judging its true distance, yeah. It's like if you see an airplane, you're like, that's far away, but I can't tell if it's a mile or if it's 10 miles, because I don't really understand the scale of things in the sky like that.
Is it watching us?
It's definitely kind of headed sort of in your direction. Not going away from you, that's for sure.
So good, bird friend.
This doesn't seem good. I cast detect magic.
Okay, what's the range of detect magic?
10 feet by 60 feet long.
No, it is out of
Wait.
range of your spell.
That makes no, that makes no sense. It must be longer.
Detect magic has a pretty short range. But now that you guys have all stood here and watched it for a good 5 minutes, you are most definitely certain it is a large creature. Maybe even a huge creature. And it's getting closer.
I hide
Where? There's snow all over the ground, and that's it.
in the shadows.
You're hiding my shadow. You're like crouched behind me in my shadow.
What if I just like duck in the snow?
You can bury yourself in the snow if you would like.
I watched him do this with disdain.
Yeah. Do I feel like I'm gonna die from hypothermia, or does it seem right?
I look at Dark Albert and I just roll my eyes and shake my head.
Quick! Camouflage with the environment!
I think we're gonna have
I
to
did
fight.
not know.
So you might want to get prepared, Albert.
I had
Albert, when you joined this crew, you told me that you had power to offer. This does not look like
Invisibility, he shouts as he hides in the snow.
the element of surprise!
The
I get
white
my
dragon
bow and arrow ready.
is getting closer and closer. Its body looks to be about 40 feet long with an additional 35-foot long tail.
Ah, white dragons. Those were the kind ones, right?
Kind
I
of.
think of my memory.
Not really.
Oh.
No, they're pretty mean.
Hmm.
Can I go ahead and start shooting at the dragon from where
As
I'm
soon as
at?
it gets into range, we will roll initiative and all that jazz. But first, we're going to take a break. And we'll come back on the other side of our break with some dragon stuff. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.